What if the Bible isn't a collection of disconnected stories, rules, and poems, but one single, breathtaking story? A story with a beginning, a crisis, a hero, and an ending that changes everything? Because that's exactly what it is, and once you see it that way, you can't unsee it. Most of us grew up reading the Bible in pieces. A psalm here, a parable there. Leviticus gets skipped entirely. Revelation confuses everyone. We end up with a Bible that feels like a random library. Some books we love, some we avoid, none of them quite connecting. But the biblical authors didn't write 66 unrelated books. They wrote one story, and they knew it. Here's the story in 4 movements. Creation. In the beginning, God makes a world and calls it good. He places humanity, image bearers, in a garden to rule and flourish with him. It's shalom, it's home. Fall. But something goes wrong. Genesis 3. Humanity reaches for autonomy, breaks trust with God, and everything fractures. Relationships, creation, the human heart itself. Now the question that drives the rest of the Bible is born. How does God fix this? Redemption. From Abraham to Moses, David to the prophets, God is working a rescue plan. He calls a people, makes covenants, promises a king. And then, in the fullness of time, Jesus arrives. Not just as a teacher, but as the fulfillment of every promise, every shadow, every longing the Old Testament built up. Every shadow, every longing the Old Testament built up. His death and resurrection are the hinge point of all of history. New creation, and the story isn't finished. Revelation doesn't end with escape, it ends with return. A renewed heaven and earth. The garden becomes a city, God with his people, forever. When you read the Bible as one story, everything changes. The laws in Leviticus, they're showing us what a holy God looks like and in preparing us to need a savior. The Psalms, they're the prayers of people living in the middle of the story, just like us. Paul's letters, they're explaining the implications of Jesus being the climax of that whole story. And when you understand the story, you understand where you fit in it. You're not just trying to collect spiritual tips. You're a person caught up in the greatest rescue mission in history. So here's my challenge. Next time you open the Bible, ask yourself, where does this fit in the story? What's God doing in this moment? How does it point to Jesus? How does it point forward to the new creation? The Bible is a love story, a rescue story, and a promise, all in one, and it's yours to read. If this was helpful, follow along, because we're going deeper into the story every week.